What is up, y'all? A little bit of a late start today. Had to go on a wild goose chase for a piece of ephemera that I still haven't found. Um, but we'll get into that later. Uh, good sales day yesterday. Pretty happy with it. We did just over 600. Unfortunately, 17 of that's going to get backed out because I got to cancel an order for something that sold on HIP quite some time ago. First up, Rose Arbor, Point Defiance, Tacoma, Washington. Divided back, been in the store for a minute, unposted, sold for $8.05. I know we say that condition doesn't always matter, but look at that. Missing a corner. Pickering Street Bridge, Brookville, Pennsylvania. Sold for $4.46. Scarce few. So that's pretty much reason for that one. Been in the store for a while. I think I got that from the Herbert Love collection. Next to same customer, state of Michigan, the Mackinac Bridge. Don't call it the Mackinac anything to anyone who lives in Michigan. Call it the Mackinac. $2.80 on that one. And then they also bought this bird's eye view of the University of Detroit linen postcard for $3.55. Sold this here harvesting grain in McLean, Colorado, or McLean County, North Dakota, rather. Probably not originally rounded edges. Definitely another sort of beat up card, but it sold for $9.86. And we're back. Always nice for the internet to crash right in the middle of doing this here thing. All right, where were we? Here we go. 2 real photo postcards, both Washington State. Ellis is the photographer. I've talked about him many, many times. Northwest postcards. Keep an eye out for Ellis. You can buy them for $1. The vast majority of them go for between 6 and 10. Not necessarily the fastest sellers, but they do have a wide collector's market. So that one sold for $7.95, and then this one here sold for, I took an offer on this one for I think $8. This is seen along the Ellensburg-Cle Elum Highway with some writing on it. I have multiples of this. This was the dirtiest of the cards, so happy to take the offer. Another sort of beat up card, City Light Building in Kansas City, Missouri. Linen, $2.80. And then listing. Wasn't a huge listing day yesterday, only listed about $300, busy with some other stuff. Lotted up the rest of the Stampin' Up stuff that wasn't really worth listing on its own, $25 there. This head mold came from the sale down at Packwood where Cameron didn't want to buy any of their junk. Good value on that one. Listed it for $60. I've got basically nothing into it. Bought this on my way out of Packwood for $1. Tested it yesterday. Works great. Spectro acoustics in the original box. Graphic equalizer. Awesome condition. Works perfectly. Listed that up for $70. Probably will sell at that price too. Good comps on it. And $1 into 70. Who can say no to that? Some more Stampin' Up. Listed some cassettes. Better Life, 3 Doors Down. Here's the Nirvana Lithium cassette only. Unfortunately, no art along with it. So would have been about a $20 cassette, but listed it up for $8. Probably will sell. Bodyguard soundtrack, $6. Nothing special there. And the other couple of belts that I picked up at the St. Vinny. Nice Chippewa belt company, made in America, leather belt. That one went up for $17.95. And then buckle and belt combo, definitely vintage. The buckle's from 1973. Belt is probably as well, considering it's attached pretty well to the belt, which I don't know if you can see, but listed that up for $30 since it's the combo. So didn't list a ton yesterday, but definitely some good items that I don't expect to hold on to for very long. So that's that. Don just heard hold on again. Gotta make me go to the YouTube and view my own stream to click on the links. Oh, that's not my stream. Yep. There's a town in Scotland called Peterhead. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My router did that update overnight, so I basically had to restart all my computers, and sometimes there's some hiccups when that happens. I don't know. You may have missed a card or two, but you'll live. All right, let's get these postcards shipped. It's actually relatively easy shipping day for the dollar amounts that sold yesterday. So the one that I need to cancel, it actually sold last year while I was at Burning Man, and I forgot to take it down. So was the one. This one I showed yesterday for $17.95. Unfortunately, let me just go ahead and do that now. Not the end of the world, but I hate doing that. Especially, well, I guess I'm only refunding $11, so that's okay. Sun's out, dick's out. All right. So canceled. All right, canceled. Done. Moving on. Ship the orders. The item that I couldn't find, it's very frustrating because it's only been listed since March. Which means it should be the easiest thing to find based on how I sort. But alas, I say. That said, we'll have quite a shipping challenge tomorrow if somebody pays for the thing that they bought. Only 7 people out there in chat. Oh, I know. Yeah, listing and loafing is happening. That's what's up. Let's go lurk their show. Just for kicks and shiggles. Oh, there, that too. Maybe I should go lurk that.
If you type in, it is dad orders from Starbucks. Have you seen that?
Oh, dude, that is there's
yes.
videos out there.
I didn't see that yet.
Well, there's
Oh,
flipping
you
sports.
gotta watch that. That is great. That's how I felt every time Josie when I went to Starbucks and Josie would want to
But he's
order.
like the twinkly dinglies or whatever the hell.
I'm like, can I just say large? Like, why do I have to order in Italian for a really bad American coffee? I don't understand it. Is it even Italian or is it like Latin? Those sizes, venti, vadi, lattes. What are they? What are the sizes? Grande,
There's Ping.
frappe. What is it? Grande, venti, vada. What are the sizes?
You're gonna get kicked out.
Vente for 20, right? That's
Ping
what it
and
is.
flipping
What
sports
is it?
guy are in big
I
trouble.
know Vente. That's all I know.
Venti.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for 20.
Look, guys, you get two shows
Wait,
in one.
what's a wait? That's a 20 ounce.
Yeah, it's the numbers. That's what it is. That's why they do it.
Oh, so what are the other ones then? Venti, vadi.
I don't know. Dude.
Uh-oh.
I don't go to Starbucks.
Troubles with labels.
Go ahead, Eric.
Is it on there?
Yeah,
No.
it's on the bottom. It's on the bottom.
Here, I got you.
Oh, sorry. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if I can make sure I get it back. Right,
We already got our YouTube money from Roland anyway. From Roland.
The Trenta Pinkety Drinkety.
Drinkety pinkety dinky and a frappe mate.
What the hell?
A frappe mate and a drinkety pinkety. Frappe mate. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. First time. A pinkety dinkety. Drink a pinkety dinkety.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yes. Thank you. What do you guys want?
I don't need to see another show. Watch TV. Something went wrong. Try again. Okay. Well, we'll go back to that. It is video inception, right? Yeah. I can't. Too much for me. I can't run a show and watch a show at the same time unless it's sneakers. Giving this guy a real photo postcard of something continental size. There's a steamboat there, so it's probably more valuable than the card that he bought for me. But I don't care. All right. Oh, of course, the second thing I grab is the one that I can't ship right now. Okay, so next. What's up, Shanna? It's Ping. It's okay. I was just joking. I caught Ping over enlisting and loafing. You know what, Ping? You can go watch whatever you want. I was just messing around. I honestly like. I am usually watching Listing and Loafing before I start the show. On most days, except for today, because I was banging my head against a wall looking for the Ball Blue Book. Or I think it's called the Ball Blue Book, which is not what you think it is. It's about canning, not about pent-up sexual repression in teenagers. Edging 101, presented by Ball Canning Jars. Why do you feel bad? Don, you're not the one who went and harassed people in somebody else's chat because they weren't in your chat, which is exactly what I just did. In jest, to be fair, in jest. These are some nice train postcards. Right. Look those up. Uh-oh. I messed something up already. Alright. Oh, I know what I messed up. Man, it's been one of those mornings, let me tell you. Couldn't find a thing, internet issues. Alright, something is wrong, please try again. Alright, we'll try that again later. Postcards, done. Moving on. All right. Let's start out with this one. So for those of you who were on that thing that doesn't exist that I'm not supposed to talk about publicly, but it rhymes with smishmord, but it isn't a thing, so you don't have to worry about it. You know about this item, which is a Hawkbill Shraud made in USA lockback knife. Really nice. Sold for 26 something. Customer came in, asked me questions, said, is it made in USA and does the locking mechanism work? To which I said, I will refer to the 5th word of the title and the photos in the listing, which, as you can see, I show it both open, semi-open, and closed. So take the time, look at the pictures that I took the time to provide for you, and don't bother me with idiotic questions. It was more or less what I said in not so many words. I need some of this. But yeah, sold for $26.56, which basically is all profit at this point because the first knife I sold from Packwood basically paid for every other knife that I bought, every other knife sheath that I bought. And I still have quite a bit more to go, so. Sup, Sal? Hey, Sal, you remember that Mac code reader that I got at that first sale? And I swear that we saw it turn on. Doesn't turn on. I'm going to try to test it with plugging it into my car to see if it'll run off of that power, but it won't run off the battery power. Very sad. Yeah, ground advantage starts July. Which, I don't know yet if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but I think overall shipping charges should go down, so I think probably net good is my take on it. Sold some Berks. First up is this Chilton Chevrolet GMC vans 1967 to 1986 with the bitchin' custom van sitting right on the front there. Boom. My family, when I was very young, had a very similar van to that. not that exact van. You know what we'll do is, will this fit in there? Ooh, it'll come close. Not quite. How about that? That'll work. Use the stuff that needs to be reused first is the mantra I am attempting to keep right now. That sold for $6.95, and I think I got it for 25 cents. So that's not a bad sale. You know what, Sal? The way I look at it, when you are buying cheap and you buy in bulk, every now and then you're gonna end up with a dud. You're gonna end up with a stinker or something. You know, you ends up not being as good as you thought it was when you bought it. It's part of the game. That's why I like buying in quantity and in bulk. You know, the CB stuff that I bought on my way out for $10, like that was, I knew it was gonna do good. I didn't know how good, and it ended up being extremely good. And we've got actually another item to ship today. So sold. Also picked up from Packwood this Smith & Wesson right-hand leather holster. I think this is a vest holster for this one, but I'm not a gun guy, so I actually have no idea. Sold for $24.95. I think I bought this for $1 or $2. Holsters are definitely one of those things that if I see them and I can get them at a decent price, I'm going to buy them, because more often than not, they sell for good money. You know, that's actually not true. I know you're giving me shit. Most stuff I get really gets listed and sold. I do have stuff that ends up getting like donated or trashed in processing, but not a ton. I will say, like, there's the huge bunch of cassettes that I bought for $5. The bin itself was worth $5 to me, but you know, there's going to be stuff in there that I end up either trashing or lotting. But one cassette that I sell out of it will pay for everything. So, all right, sold this here vintage Seattle Seahawks necktie that I got for free, and it sold for $12.95, which is not too bad for a free item. I'd like to do some more neckties if I can find good ones, but can't always find good ones. You know what? This can go in this here Jubo mailer. My point, anyways, is that typically it all comes out in the wash, and as long as you're not buying all complete junk, so most things you'll win. Every now and then there'll be a loser, and it's pretty easy to stomach that. Okay. Sold a DVD, Midnight in Paris. Sold for an amount of, I think, $3.95. I think this is the movie that Woody Allen did in one, or not Woody Allen, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, it's like a one-take movie that they did, I think, live the first time. Sold for $3.95. $3.95. I enjoy sourcing with other resellers when I have the opportunity. It's especially if you're into sourcing different kinds of items. It looks like I just sold a thing. Might add that to our late arrivals. That's not a bad sale. That puts us over $100 for today. Or just a scotch below it. Sold this. I'm going to put it on screen. Calibri lighter. I bought this when I was over in Seattle. Basically new in the package. $39 retail. I got $41. Yeah, baby. Mark up. Sold for full asking price. There. See you, Ping. All right, from that same sale, picked up a bunch of the World War I medals, but I also picked up this medal, or this item. This grossed out everybody. It's a locket. Very pretty, made in Germany, as you can see. And inside, dun dun dun, hair! With this guy. And some hair. Took an offer for $60. Which basically paid for all the medals. So, but if they weren't already paid for by pretty much all the other things that sold in that purchase. So we are going to put that in a nice little see if that'll work. Used to be a proof silver dollar. That actually is just perfect. Big bag of oil fill. Good padding. Okay. Ounces. Actually, I'm going to just trim the tiniest little bit off of there. I don't think I need that. We're going to be good there. Keep it under 4 ounces. Keep it cheap. What's up, Kyle? Sold another of these rotary coins for $10. Sold another one the other day, so I had 3 of them. I'm down to 2. The order is for local pickup. I cannot. What? No. It says local pickup. All right. Well, I don't usually have that turned on in my listings. That's really weird. They're in New York, so that's not going to happen. How are they even able to select that? All right, I'm just going to cancel this. Send them a message. I thought you had to be at least in the same state to select local pickup, but whatever. Canceled. All right, sold a Kate Spade purse. This came from Amy from the chat. I'm actually gonna try to get over there this weekend, and she's got a bunch more stuff for me to pick up. Hopefully I can find her another half dozen gift cards. Sold for $23.95. That's this way, actually. I mean, does it really need padding? Like, it's a purse. right? It's basically luggage. Alright, well, we gotta do all that anyways. I guess I could have thrown it in a box. Well, we're already there. Can't go back now. Yeah, that's more or less what I figured. I've shipped purses without padding. I shipped one yesterday without padding, but it was a rigid mailer. All right, next up. Sold a sheet music. Hank Williams, Cold, Cold Heart. Definitely seen some better days. I have more than one copy of this, different version. This one's got Hank's picture on the front. Sold for $16.02, and it's like, it's beat. Let's, who's gonna die today? Dino? Nope, that's already thrashed. There we go, we got that one ready to go. Here, a piece of cardboard from yesterday. Doing just fine. Yes, indeed. Let's do that. We're gonna need 2 mailers, so might as well just get both ready. I was in. I joined a couple of Facebook groups about reselling. I think I already regret that decision, but I actually joined the Bolo Buddies Facebook page and the Trash to Cash reseller page. The very first thing I was struck by is people's complete non-understanding of how tape works. See you, Shannon. Thanks for coming in. I cannot tell you the number of people who use, like, I'll show you what I mean on one of these here. Alright, so I don't think, yeah, that'll be fine. We're gonna bag this, board it. And the, like, number of, like, masturbatory, look how many boxes I packed, Instagram style posts on both of them. Jesus Christ, man. Like, I don't care. I don't care about your packages. Nobody cares about your packages. Except I do care that you don't know how to use tape. So the way that, and this, so this is how they will, like, do tape. And these are the same people who complain about eBay tape. Like this. Like 3 strips over the top of a box. Imagine that's on the top of a box and they just strip, and then they complain that eBay tape is no good. Because that's not how you use tape. You use tape for the tensile strength. Tape sticks best to itself. Way better than cardboard, eBay tape, or any other tape. You always want to go around the circumference. And in some cases, you want to do every edge. In this case, I want to do every edge because I just don't want it slipping out or water getting in or... But man, I tell you. Tensile strength. And I mean, it's not like these are people who aren't aren't selling stuff or brand new. Like, they're pretty, large pile of packages going out. But all of them just have, like, tape over the top of the box with eBay tape. Like, that's not how tape works. Alright. Sold to Burke. Once upon a time, the fairy tale world of Arthur Rackham. And it's got some pretty pictures. Basically, this guy did illustrations for a bunch of very classic books. Alice in Wonderland. and some pretty cool illustrations, which is really kind of what it's all about. Even though the stories he did not write. Sold this one for $17.05. Been in the store for a minute. And is this? It's gonna be close, right? You can probably get away with maybe that one. Yeah, that's the stuff. That burly cardboard is what we want. See? Look. Looks good to itself. And that cardboard is fighting that tape. But because of its tensile strength, so I learned something from Adam Savage Tested, and it was such a cool and simple, obvious, easy, basic trick, and I don't know why I never ever had seen it before or thought of it or anything, but I will share it here in a minute, and you are free to use this, and it's kind of a game changer. So, give me just a minute, let me finish this up. Ooh, 3 pounds. What did I charge? Oh, I'm good. We're going medium now. Sorry, your package is gonna arrive. It's going in Maine. It's gonna take a minute to get there. Probably gonna be late. So, let's say you want to draw a straight line on something. Try doing this. That'll probably work. So you're going to want to mark, where on your... I'm going to find something more flat here. This should be good enough. And this works for drawing and cutting. So let's say you want to draw a line on the inside of your cardboard, like right about there. And basically, you take your finger and you use it as essentially a guide. So you find exactly where it is and you just hold it tight and then follow it straight down. This is a terrible surface to demonstrate this on. And I'm using the wrong pen for this. But anything to just use your hand as the rigid, there we go. And so it follows inside that straight thing. If it wasn't cardboard, it was flat, it'd be easier. But it also works when you are cutting something. So if you want to, say, make a strip that is 2-3 inches in, you can actually do the same thing, create a rigid guide with your hand, maybe just trim along that line, and just make sure that it's as firm as possible. And pretty much straight down that. And I'm like, that's a very useful thing to have learned. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do with that. And that was on like the worst piece of anything to demonstrate it with. So, and still was moderately successful. All right, so next up I sold another book. This is H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds and the Time Machine in a slipcover. Slipcover's seen some better days. Book's in pretty damn good condition though. That's what a slipcover's for. $20. Again. So we'll do the same thing, even though this is not a rigid surface, but using my finger as a guide to try to keep a straight line as I cut this. I mean, not perfect, but not too bad either. I'm sure that like anybody who's worked in a shop or whatever. But I mean, if you don't have a ruler, sometimes when you have a ruler and you're trying to draw against the ruler, you're just drawing on the ruler. You know what I mean? Like that's always been my difficulty. Whenever I try to use a ruler as a straight edge, I end up just drawing on the thing that I'm trying to use as the straight edge. Scribing. Yes, that's the word for it. And I'm sure I'm like last to the party on that one, but yeah, I know it's used a lot in construction and that kind of stuff. I've never really, like I said, like I'm very surprised that is something I've never even come across. Okay, so that was the last item from what we have here. We need to go grab a couple of things. So we are going to go on a bit of a wild goose chase. What time we got? 9:30? We're doing okay. We have a late arrival and one thing I just didn't grab. All right. I wonder what all that ambient noise is on that upstairs microphone. What's up, Ainsley? All right. First up, sold the Mark II Sidewinder CB radio. This actually sold during the show yesterday that I had to stop and take some pictures of. And then, let's see, J3 and a couple of postcards here. Oops. That's it, right there. And then it's Dugway, Upper River, Decorah, Iowa. Unfortunately, this is what Iowa's pile looks like right now, but it should be pretty easy to spot. It's an undivided back, mostly white, with this big circle on it. Visually, that's an easy get. So kind of like that, but a circle. There it is. Done. All right. Now, this ball canning book. So the way that I typically, when I list new stuff, it goes in the front on these to make it easier. There's a recipe book, Mary Mead, Lionel Service, a couple of smaller pieces. A lot of times I put the smaller pieces up front. A lot of times too, I'll check my dimensions on it, but for some reason on this one, I didn't put in the dimensions on it, and that will usually help me know what I'm looking for. Betty Crocker's Frosted Secrets. And is there a chance I sold it and it got not ended? Or is it a bigger thing than I think it is? It's all sheet music. I'm simply looking in the wrong place. It certainly seems like a possibility. All right. I really don't want to have to cancel a third order today. That would suck. All right. Why do I have a feeling that this thing sold? Because it did sell in April. Mother, how did that happen? Okay, well, that solves that. Let's go ship the rest of this. Guess I am canceling it.
Yep. I know that it happens. They know that it happens. They won't admit it though most of the time. All right, see you upstairs.
All right. So luckily, I literally just sent the same message to another customer 20 minutes ago. So all I have to do is copy and paste it. And cancel order. Do not relist. All right. All right, so if this next item can fit into a large flat rate, that would be rad. Yeah, I've been steadily lowering my promotion percentage. I wouldn't say they've doubled, but I haven't seen an impact. My new listings I've been keeping at 5%, most of them now for like a month. And which is great because open cancellations. Oh, did I not cancel it? Okay, cancel it now. All right, large flat rate. Don't mail me now. See if this. I give it 50-50 chance. All right, we might just have to give it a try. All right, so the tape method. Now that I have a box, I can demonstrate what they do. Like, first of all, that is way more tape than just if you just circle it. Just saying. You're wasting tape. Perfectly scribed. If I do say so myself. Alright. We're gonna do it the other way too. I'm gonna scribe the shit out of this. Helps if you cut all the way through your thing, though. All right. We'll just let that hang out there for a minute. Yep, gonna need one more. But honestly, like, why scribe? When you can just... Just so much more satisfying. Alright. Thank you again to the USPS Express for sponsoring this video. Just kidding, they're not sponsors. Although they do make regular donations of these padded mailers to me for no reason. So I guess in a way they are. This here sold for $126. Which is rad because it's the third item to sell out of that pile of CB radios that I bought for $10. Alright, here goes nothing. Is it gonna happen? Oh, I don't think it is gonna happen. It's going to be too tall. So we'll save this for later. We'll get ourselves another box. If I got one that will fit. We may have to Franken box. What about this? I feel like I can make that work. Put that right there. And then power supply. And we got all kinds of scrappy dappy new stuff now, just ready for this job. and I'm going to scribe the inside of this here box. It's a good new life skill. The sand. It's going to take a little practice to perfect, but I'm okay with it. Most good life skills do. What you're saying? Didn't you just go over the top of that thing? And I say yes, I did, but that's not all I'm doing. I'm gonna tape the shit out of this thing. If you guys are curious, this is old invoices from speakeasy.net, which is the company I used to work for got Speakeasy back in the day. And these are invoices from Exo Communications, which is another company that was bought by the company I worked for, and then slowly run into the ground, as happens in telecom. There we go. All right. So then, look at this. Tape on tape. Edges and corners. Okay. Look at this. See that knife spin? I meant to do that. And admittedly, this is a shitty box, which is why a little extra tape loving was necessary. All right, 16 pounds, which I think is coming in underweight. Indeed, 4 pounds underweight. This one's heading to Arizona. 17, 13, 8. Gonna make about $8 on the shipping. My mic's off? My mic's not off. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was off. That's not true. That's not a true thing. All right. Well, we either shipped or canceled everything today, so there's that. Which brings us to the end of another shipping adventure. We'll be back tomorrow, assuming something sells. Something usually does. Until that time, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and the listing's easy, sourcing's better, the sales are even better than that. So until that time, hope you have a good one. We will catch you all on the flippy flop. Peace out. Bye.